what do entrepreneurs need to know from your experience? If you said, okay, if you know this, this will help you overcome that fear of the unknown.
It's a great question. I think you have to get in rooms where other people's Tuesday is your dream day. You got to get around.
That's good.
You know?
Say that again.
You got to get in rooms where other people's Tuesday is your dream day.
Yes.
And I think, if you think about it, if you really dumb it down, it's like, let me tell you how to not be fat. Only hang out with CrossFitters that don't eat gluten or dairy, that work out every day and would never go drink.
So true.
If you are only hanging out with them all the time, are you going to have a harder time being fat? Yeah, the answer is yes. Why? Because you're just around a bunch of other people that do the thing that you wish that you could do, and it's much easier to do the thing that you wish you could do when it's, proximity is power. So when it's close around you. And so I think with entrepreneurship, what I realized is like you want to get around a bunch of other people that are already entrepreneurs, that are already having some level of success. Not too high, actually, because then they're not relatable to you, and it's much harder to forget what started the climb when you're all the way at the top. You want to be like a couple steps ahead. And then you want to be able to be in the next couple steps ahead, because I think the job of CEO is really you're in a car, and your job is to extend the headlights as much as possible and to figure out if the GPS is right or wrong. And you can go faster and you can go in the right direction when both of those things are right. Because every company has both magnitude and vector, right? They have speed and they have direction. And it's physics of a company. And so if you can get the speed to go faster, but you're going in the wrong direction, well, that's not going to work out. If you can get the direction right and you can increase the speed, then you're going to beat the competition. And so I want to get in a room where other people have already seen the mistakes that I'm going to make. At some point in your career, the things that you think are crippling you, the things that you think you won't survive, the moment that you think the business will fail, you will laugh at in a few years from now.
So true.
And at this point, you can't see that. And if you were with somebody who was a few turns ahead of you on the road, they would be able to tell you, the storm's over, it's all downhill from here, there's a gas station at the end of the road, you're totally going to be fine. But if you're by yourself, you'll talk yourself into a series of catastrophes that you will probably miss.
That's so good. I wrote a book called The Proximity Principle.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Which simply says...
I wasn't sucking up to either.
No, I know you weren't, but I want to call it out because it's simple. In order to do what you want to do, we're talking entrepreneurship, be around entrepreneurs, be in places where entrepreneurship is happening. I love what you said about their Tuesday is your dream day. I mean, that is so good, because what happens is the impossibility begins to kind of float away from your mind when you're seeing it happen all the time.
Yeah.
There's something about that. And I love that you bring that up.
You also see that we're all not that smart. Too.
Well,
so
that's
you
the
hang
issue.
out with a few. There are.
Well, they start telling you what they did wrong, and you start going, "Oh, their stuff stinks."
Exactly.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And I think that's an important part about the internet too, is remembering that even when we try to show our non-highlights, it still does. It's not as visceral. So just remember that everybody's just figuring out. Nobody has any idea what they're doing anyway.